Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to Real Talk on WCOBM. I'm Melissa Wiggins, your host, and I am joined by Miss Cherie Corneal. She is the Executive Director and Founder of the Real Talk Youth Impact Program. Welcome back to the show again, Cherie.
Thank you, Melissa.
Thank you for being here.
Always.
I want to start this show with an amazing interview that you had on Fox 59, coupled with Bruce Dahl, one of your senior members of the program.
Yes.
We're going to take a look at this clip, and then we want to come back and talk about what's transpired since that interview.
Absolutely.
All right, thanks a lot, Ken. At 7:47 right now, folks, this is one of those segments where I love doing it because we've seen this organization grow from the roots, from grassroots. Just a few short years ago, Nevada's high school graduation rate was one of the lowest in the country. Today, it continues to improve thanks to programs like Real Talk Youth Impact. And we have Executive Director Cherie Corneal and Program Member Bruce Dahl. They are here to fill us in. Cherie, you haven't been here in a while, but welcome back. Thank you so much for being here. How are you?
I'm well. It's always good to be back.
Hey, okay, so I know you have like 500 jobs that you're doing right now, but tell everybody, remind us about your background, Cherie, and then go into a Real Talk and what it's all about.
Absolutely. Well, my background is law enforcement, over 20 years in the system in reference to parole and probation with juvenile and federal offenders. And you know, this program is a nonprofit organization, and we service all kids in the community. It's a proactive and reactive program, and we try to make certain that we get kids that we can change and they can become productive citizens, and that's the whole goal. There's 1 in 7 kids that drop out of school yearly or daily in the United States, and that's an epidemic. That's not a problem, that's an epidemic.
It's an epidemic,
And so we are trying to grab those kids, along with the court-ordered kids, to make a difference in their lives. And we've grown tremendously since we started in 2013.
And talk about that growth. What has changed? What have you added? What have you taken away? Because I know when you started like the grassroots level, you learned, you know, with the, I guess, the ups and downs going through the program.
Absolutely. And you know, the nonprofit sector is a whole different animal for me. So I had some ups and downs and still struggles financially.
Sure.
But as far as the growth, we're up to 60 kids a month. From 13 kids to 60, and it varies too with that. And we are really just trying to bring more kids into the program and use all the services we can from the community, as well as the services we provide them, activities. And we've spent over $30,000 in activities for kids to get involved to keep them out of trouble.
Absolutely. Okay, so Bruce, you're one of the mentors. What is it like seeing the kids go through the program?
It's amazing. They come in and they're a little bit scared. They've made some mistakes and they're not sure where they're going, so they get a chance to hear some stories of people who made mistakes in the past and turned things around and made better choices. And you see the light kind of shine in their eyes after the first and second time that they're kind of understanding.
That's
and they
the
realize
rewarding part, right?
Yeah, it's amazing.
Yeah. Okay, so how can we help you, Cherie? Because I know funding is a big deal. You need all kinds of help, especially from our community out there, especially if you are a business and you're looking for something to fund, an organization to fund. Tell everybody what we need to do.
Yes, donating, obviously, you know, we need funding, and we're applying for grants, but you have to wait for grants. So funding is always something that we want and need. We have fundraisers coming up, March 4th, and then also Bruce's organization with his Tail and Fin restaurant. You know, we're going to have funds available for us from their restaurant.
How do we get in touch with you so we can participate and donate?
You can go to our website at realtalkyip.org. You can donate there, or you can also support Bruce's location.
Yeah, we have grand opening this weekend for Tail and Fin. It's a sushi burrito restaurant. The menu was created by a world-famous chef, Kuru Wheathouse from Nobu.
And a portion of those proceeds are going to go to Real Talk.
Yes.
Very good. Guys, we are out of time, but Cherie, keep us posted. I love what you're doing in the community.
Thank you.
I love the fact that you are rooted here and helping a lot of kids in the system who otherwise would probably go the other way, folks. So be sure to visit their website to see all of the wonderful work that they do, and please show your support. It is 7:51. Thank you guys so much. We appreciate it. All right, Jason, back to you.
All right, Monica, thanks.
Now, Cherie, that is not your first interview on Fox 5. I have to correct myself. Not Fox 59, but Fox 5. You've been on there how many times now with Monica Jackson?
I believe that was our 4th time with Monica.
Okay.
Yes.
And after this interview, you were contacted by someone. Talk about that experience, that contact, and what some of the aftermath of that interview has been.
So the president of the WIN actually called us, or called me. He sent information in my info box, which I didn't check that day after the interview, and then he reached out to me on a Monday.
Great.
And it came out beneficial to us. He was really interested and intrigued with the program, and eventually we obviously had him get set up to speak at our meeting, which was on March 7th. And unbeknownst to me, after he gave his testimony as far as how he grew up and where he is now in life, he wanted to donate money, and I didn't know how much, and he said it was going to be a personal donation.
What was that inquiry like when you got it? What was the content of it?
He basically said that he was very moved by the interview and that he wanted to get involved in a grassroots organization. And what I had to say apparently intrigued him, and he wanted to be a part of it some way, somehow, but he wanted more information about it. So we had a lengthy conversation about why I'm involved in the program and where I'd like to be with it,
right,
as far as the growth eventually. And so he didn't commit right away, but he wanted some more information, and he did his own research. And finally, he committed, and he came out to speak. And he said if it fit, he would be willing to donate some funds.
Well, what was his message when he was talking to the children?
Essentially about choices. Coming from the same family, and you have siblings, and one person could choose the wrong route versus the other route, which is the good route, and trying to make certain the kids understand you're going to have a choice to make in life in general.
Absolutely.
It doesn't matter which background you come from. You can have from a family of 12. You have 8 going the right way, 4 going the wrong way. At the end of the day, same parents, same mom, same dad, and if you make the wrong choices, you eventually pay for it. Doesn't mean you can't recover, though.
Right.
As you know, and he, like I said, he gave his testimony, and it wasn't him; it was someone else in his family, and he wanted to share a story, and he was very, very moved with the program, and still wants to be involved with us.
Is he supporting the program?
He donated $20,000 of his personal funds.
Wow! Congratulations.
Yes.
What did that feel like?
It was a good feeling because we've worked hard. There's a lot of things that are involved in running the program, and when you don't have money, it makes it even more difficult. And I do not like chasing money. It's a big, big challenge, but I know we have to do it. But I'm looking for more people like Matt, because once they see the program and they understand what we're doing and the overall feeling when you're in the program,
right.
It's an intensifying emotion that you can't get unless you're there.
Absolutely.
And I think that's what really was another part of hooking him in, because he gets it, and personal experiences, he gets it.
Is he making a commitment right now for any future donations or future support?
Yes, absolutely. He is now going to be contributing to our program monthly through their employee contribution program, and then we're going to eventually get set up with their employee contribution to basically have all the other employees view, or I have to go in and do some type of presentation or give them some information about us, and allow the employees to now select which, if they want to donate to Real Talk, they can select any organization that they want, Real Talk being one of them once we get set up.
That's huge.
Yes, absolutely. It could be pretty sustainable. It could be a lot of money coming in fluidly through the month, and we need it. We're still operating under $16,000 a year.
Wow.
At this point, after 3.5 years.
But this is a good start to 2017. There's a lot of year left, so
yes,
lots of time to get some donations in.
Exactly, and a lot of time for you all to donate to us too. Don't be shy.
And you have a lot of members right now that are stepping up in a big way and volunteering their time in the program, not just speaking to the kids, but kind of taking on new roles in the program.
Absolutely.
So when we come back, we want to talk and give highlight to some of those members. We've got Colette, and we've got Ariane, and then you have some of your more seasoned members.
Yes, we
There's
do.
another gentleman that's joined you. His name is Ray.
His name is Ray, and we have Jeff. We have Lee, who's been with us for about 4 months. We are continuously getting new members, is what they're referred to. People who've been through the system, jumping on board and jumping in head first to try and get their, get into the program and really, really want to do more than just speak to the kids.
Absolutely, and that's great news. And when we come back, we're going to be looking at some of those interview segments that I've done with some of your new members. So we'll be right back.